Dear students, class 10, first chapter, real numbers. In this session, we'll discuss about irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? First, we'll see what are rational numbers. So, any number can be written in the form of P by Q and Q not equal to 0, and P and Q should not have any common factor other than 1. Then it is called rational number. Suppose 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is a rational number. Why? Because 2 is not equal to 0. It can be written in the form of P by Q. For 1 and 2 there is no common factor. Yeah, 2 by 4 is not a rational number. So we know very well that what is a rational number. Now we'll see about what is irrational number. Suppose a number root 2, root 3, okay. So all these numbers, okay, cannot be written in the form of P by Q. Okay, these numbers cannot be written in the form of P by Q. So those kind of numbers are called irrational numbers. So what is irrational number? Any number which cannot be written in the form of P by Q and Q not equal to 0. Those kind of numbers are called irrational numbers. So we have this irrational numbers, okay. So how to prove whether this given number is an irrational number or not? With the help of fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic is helpful to prove whether the given number is a rational number or irrational number. So we'll try to prove. First, theorem 1.4 from our NCERT book. Root 2 is irrational. We need to prove root 2 is an irrational number. So we'll take the proof now. Suppose, let me assume as a contradiction we'll take root 2 is a rational number. What we are assuming? Root 2 is irrational, but by contradiction, okay, we'll assume root 2 is a rational number. If root 2 is a rational number, this root 2 can be written in the form of x by y. It can be written in the form of P by Q and x by y and y not equal to 0. If root 2 is a rational number, this root 2 can be written in the form of x by y and y not equal to 0. So in this case, if we bring y this side, we can write it as root 2y equal to x. Let me square on both the sides. Square on both sides. That root 2y the whole square equal to x square. That means root 2 square y square equal to x square. Root 2 square become 2. So 2y square equal to x square. So x square is nothing but the product of 2. So x square is a product of 2. So this x square is product of 2. Definitely x square is divisible by 2. X square is divisible by 2. So if x square is divisible by 2, definitely x also divisible by 2, which implies that x also divisible by 2. So x is divisible by 2. If x is divisible by 2, so this will take it as equation number 1 and this condition will take it as 2. So if x is divisible by 2, so that x can be written as a product of 2. X is divisible by 2, no? We can write as a product of 2. Some 2k, some another number, some common factors, some other factors will take as k, so that any number, if it is divisible by 2, it can be written as the form of product of 2. So x can be written as 2k also. So this will take it as equation number 3. So what we have taken, x root 2 is an irrational number, but now as a contradiction we are considering that root 2 is a rational number. In that case, if root 2 is a rational one, we can write it in the form of p by q, that means x by y. So root 2 equal to x by y. If we bring y this side, root 2y equal to x, and we are squaring on both the sides, root 2y the whole square equal to x square, and if we square this one, we will get 2y square equal to x square. That means x square is product of 2 and y square. So definitely x square is divisible by 2. If x square is divisible by 2, definitely x also divisible by 2. So x also can be written as product of 2. So x equal to 2k, it is possible. Now let me substitute x equal to 2k in the equation number 1. So let me substitute 3 in 1. So that, what is the first equation? 2y square equal to x square. In that if we substitute x equal to 2k, so that 2y square equal to 2k the whole square. So it will become 2y square equal to 2 times 2k square. So this 2 and this 2 we can cancel, so that y square equal to 2k square. So what we are getting? Y square we got as a product of 2. So y square we can write as the product of 2. So definitely this 2 if we bring, what will happen? Y square by 2 equal to k square. So y square is divisible by 2. So if y square is divisible by 2, according to these conditions, definitely y also divisible by 2. So y square is divisible by 2, which implies that definitely y also divisible by 2. So what we are getting? X is divisible by 2, and according to this y also divisible by 2, so that x and y have common factor. So x also divisible by 2 and y also divisible by 2. So definitely both have common factor. According to the definition of rational number, if it can be written in the form of x by y, x and y should not have any common factor. But according to this condition, we are getting x and y have common factor. Both are divisible by 2. So x also have a common factor 2. X also have one of the factor as 2. Y also have one of the factor as 2. So definitely both also divisible by 2. So by this we can say x by y is not a rational number. Why? Because both have common factor. So x by y is not a rational number. X by y is not a rational number. What we have assumed x by y? X by y equal to root 2. So root 2 is not a rational number. So this is the contradiction of our assumption that root 2 is a rational number. So definitely it is a contradiction. Root 2 is definitely not a rational number. So root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. Same way, we will try to prove root 3 is an irrational number. So for this, by contradiction of this assumption, we'll take root 3 is a rational number. Root 3 is a rational number. We'll take it by contradiction. root 3 is not a rational number, but by contradiction we are assuming that root 3 is a rational number. So if we take root 3 is a rational number, root 3 can be written in the form of x by y and y not equal to 0. This y if we bring, what will happen? Root 3 y equal to x. Let me square on both the sides. What will happen? Root 3 y square equal to x square. So 3y square equal to x square. So x square can be written as the product of 3. So definitely x square is divisible by 3. So x square is divisible by 3. So if x square is divisible by 3, definitely x also divisible by 3. So x also divisible by 3. So x square can be written as 3 times some number. So definitely x also can be written as 3 times some number. So x can be written as 3k. So we'll consider this equation as 1 and this as 2. So let me substitute 2 in 1. In 1 so that 3y square equal to x square. 3y square equal to, in the place of x we will write 3k the whole square. So 3y square equal to 3, if we take outside, we will get 3k square. This 3 and k, this 3 will get cancelled. Y square equal to 3k square. So y square can be written as the product of 3. So y square, if it is possible to write as the product of 3, y square is the combination of 3. Factors of y square is having combination of 3. Definitely y also having a combination 3. So that y square is divisible by 3. Y square is divisible by 3, which implies that y also divisible by 3. So what we are getting? X is divisible by 3 as well as y is divisible by 3. So that what will happen? X by y both have common factor. So x is divisible by 3, y is divisible by 3, x and y have both have common factor as 3. So definitely x by y is not a rational number. So if x by y is not a rational number, what we assumed for x by y? X by y equal to root 3. So definitely root 3 is not a rational number. So root 3 is an irrational number. Root 3 is an irrational number, we have proved. Next one. Here we have to prove 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Up to now we have proved only root 3 is a rational number, root 2 is an irrational number. Now we have to say that 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. In the last class itself we have discussed that the difference of an irrational number also an irrational number. The addition of irrational number also an irrational number. And the product of irrational number also an irrational number we have discussed last year itself. So that we will prove now. So what will take? It is we have to prove that 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. So by contradiction, we'll assume that five minus root 3 is a rational number. So if 5 minus root 3 is a rational number, this 5 minus root 3 can be written in the form of x by y. So 5 minus root 3 is in the form of x by y. We have the proof already for root 3. So we'll keep root 3 only this side. So root 3 equal to x by y minus root 3 equal to x by y minus 5. This plus 5, if we bring this side, it will become minus 5. So this is my negative sign. So root 3 equal to 5 minus x by y. So according to the definition of rational number can be written in the form of x by y not equal to 0, and x and y are integers. If x and y are integers, 5 is also an integer. So 5 minus 1 integer will get integer only. So definitely it is a rational number. Integer divided by integer will get a rational number. So that we can say 5 minus x by y is a rational number. 5 minus x by y is a rational number. Why? Because x and y are integers. So 5 minus x by y is a rational number. We can say that root 3 also rational number. So, but according to our previous proof, what we have proved, root 3, root 2 and all irrational number we have proved. So according to that, we cannot say this root 3 is a rational number. This is wrong. So this is the contradiction of our assumption. So our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? We have assumed that root 3, 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. Five minus root 3 is a rational number. This assumption is wrong. So what is correct then? So 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. So 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Next, we'll prove 3 root 2 is an irrational number. 3 root 2 is an irrational number. So by contradiction, let we assume 3 root 2 is a rational number. So if we take 3 root 2 is a rational number, this 3 root 2 can be written in the form of x by y and y not equal to 0. X and y are integers. According to the definition of rational number, x by y not equal to 0, and x and y are integers. So we have assumed that 3 root 2 is a rational number. So now we'll take root 2 equal to x by y. This 3 will bring this side. So it is in multiplication. If you bring this side, it will come to the denominator. So root 3 equal to x by 3y. So x and y are integers. So x by y is a rational number. So x and y are integers and 3 also an integer. So this division also become a rational number. So by this we can say that root 2 is a rational number. But according to our previous theorem, what we have proved already, root 2 is an irrational number. But by fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we have proved already that root 2 is an irrational number. So if root 2 is an irrational number, so definitely what is equal to root 2? X by 3y is also an irrational number. Also irrational. So that 3 root 2 is an irrational number. So we have proved that 3 root 2 is an irrational number. Next, exercise 1.3. So we have proved already root 2 is a rational number, root 3 is a rational number. So in the same manner we have to prove root 5 is a rational number. Try to solve this problem. And 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational. This also we can take as 3 plus 2 root 5 equal to x by y. By contradiction, we can assume that it is a rational number. So it can be written in the form of p by q. This is 2 root 5 equal to x by y minus 3, and the root 5 equal to 1 by 2 times x by y minus 3. So x and y are integers, so x by y is a rational number, and if you multiply the rational numbers, so everything become rational number. So this product is rational number, means this root 5 also rational number, but according to the proof, root 5 is irrational. So we cannot say that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number, so definitely it is an irrational number. So in that way, try to solve the given problems also. If it is coming in the denominator, 1 by root 2 can be written as a form of x by y. If it is a rational number, if you assume that 1 by 2 is a rational number, it can be written in the form of x by y. This root 2 is coming in the denominator, so that if we write both sides upside down, it will get root 2 equal to y by x. So even y by x also a rational number, so that we can say root 2 is a rational number, but according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, root 2 is an irrational number. So definitely it is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So that 1 by 2 is not a rational number. So it is an irrational number. So try to solve the problems and learn. Thank you.